Welcome to the arena, baby. You already know who I am, the one and only Archer Almighty. We got a great episode planned for you today. Welcome to Daddy Duties. I've been talking a lot about Daddy Duties. I've been doing a lot of marketing for Daddy Duties, but this is officially the first episode that I will have a guest on actual Daddy Duties. So let me go ahead and give a little build up to who this man is here. If you can't tell right now, there's the logo to his actual brand, Kendrick Sports Talk. You feel me? Brothers, the #1 sports podcast in the Grand Canyon. You feel me? So peep out his logo out there where you can actually see the Grand Canyon right there. But yes, so Daddy Duties. The journeys of stay-at-home dad has been my go-to, but this brother here is a dad of 2 princesses, hard worker, like I say. So we're gonna have a good time with this one here, because it's just not gonna be me talking about this. This is definitely gonna be a collaboration on this right here. So we got people already in the comments, and I ain't even did the intro music right there. Hey, Slave Records off in the building. What? We got Slave Records YouTube tapping all the way in this morning. Hey, it's a great day. It's Freestyle Fridays. I'm gonna have to tap in with the artist later on and go ahead and get a Freestyle Friday session in. That'll be a great day for a dad like me. But let's stick to the script on that. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Aaron Kendricks, his journey as a dad, and finding out what the heck it is to do off in the Grand Canyon. You feel me? So I'm sitting here. I got so many questions to ask this brother when it comes to that. So with no further ado, Kendrick. What's going on, Aaron, man? How's everything going with you, brother?
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everybody that's out there listening and watching.
Man, appreciate you taking time this morning, y'all. So currently here in Oklahoma is 9:24 Central Standard Time. So I'm guessing it's 7:24 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Where you at?
Yeah, they actually call it Mountain Time up here where I'm at.
Mountain Time, my bad. Mountain Time, people.
Yep. But hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all got first cup of coffee, Kendrick, right here. So, but I'm honored to be on the show, be the first dad to share a little bit of my story, and it's gonna be good things to come. I will tell you, it's dope seeing all the logos and shit. This is dope.
Hey man, like I said, we grinding. Yes, sir. So we done came a long way. So now my new podcast is Daddy Duties, talking about the journeys of a dad, because people's like, for starters, they was like, why did you do this? Because I felt like dads need love too. Like, we're supposed to be superheroes, hence my Archer Almighty nickname, where I had to create a alternate ego to be able to fulfill the duties of being a dad. Like, literally, like, I have 4 kids, 2 from a prior marriage, 2 from a current. So it's like, literally, that's 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. And the oldest 2 kids, they expect me to be at 2 places at one time. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to put on my super cape and fly from Norman to Midwest City. And it's a struggle, but that's a tangent. But that's definitely a segue into how is it being a, like I say, a girl dad, bro. You got 2 little princesses, bro, that you share your journey with us on your social medias. So how is it raising 2 girls, bro? Like, you're a single dad, because we're gonna get into the co-parenting thing, but you're really a girl dad.
Well, I'll start off from the beginning. Like, I became a father at a very young age. Senior year of high school, it was when my daughter's mom got pregnant. So I was very young, not ready, not ready to handle that. Of course, I thought I was, but you're not.
Never.
And at that age, I was, young jock. I'm like, nope, I ain't trying to have no kids. They're just gonna slow me down, hold me back from what I want to do. Obviously, that all changes, and then you have this life in front of you, and you're like, that's my daughter now. So from that moment on, you're a girl dad. And as much as you may want a boy, like obviously I got two girls. I'm not capable of producing a boy yet, so it's like it's something that kind of like it takes over you, whether you like it or not, and you just learn to become a girl dad, like straight up. And obviously, one of the main people that kind of showed that was Kobe Bryant, so that was a good person to watch after. But yeah, I love being a girl dad, man. Like I can't even imagine having a boy, to be honest with you at this point. And my oldest daughter is about to be a teenager, so.
Woo! Man, me having a 16-year-old daughter right now, I can tell you, brother, the moods is about you, brother. Patience, you better make sure that strain of the day is on point, boy. Because I'm telling you, man, like my 16-year-old, she's the blueprint to what y'all see with me and Marley, my youngest. So my 16-year-old and my youngest, they like both princesses in the same right, and it's just funny to see them two together and them interact with each other. So I can only imagine the stories that you have, but just boy, it's gonna go down, boy. Once this, I'm not even gonna say nothing. You're gonna figure it out. Just know, this is the place that we go to when you want to vent. Like, yo, Archie, you didn't tell me it's gonna be like this. I'm like, bro, you didn't ask. I'm not just gonna give away. I'm just been giving away free game the last three years on the podcast, so I'm not gonna give it away on this one. So but no, I got you. Yeah, it's definitely finna kick in, boy.
Like, yeah, like it's been a fun journey already, but I know it's just beginning.
Just beginning. Okay, that's dope right there. So I have a QT&A question that need answered. There you go. What are some fun things you can do in the Grand Canyon area, man, with your kids, bro? Like, what is it to do in the Grand Canyon like, what is there to do? Talk to us about that.
So, like, just a little background information, like, it's about 50 miles to Flagstaff, which would be, like, the nearest town to you. Like, you there in Norman, you probably got Walmarts and all that stuff. Like, we got to drive 50 miles for that type of stuff to hit a mall, to hit the Chick-fil-A. McDonald's is at least 30 minutes away. So it's like just a little background information for why he's asking this question is because like we're out here in the middle of nowhere. It's tourist heaven out here. But the main thing I would say is a lot of people that live here forget, but we do live near the Grand Canyon. So there's a lot of places at the Grand Canyon, near the Grand Canyon, that you can take your kids to actually go out in nature, walk the trails, just get out the house and actually exercise. So I try and do that, especially with my oldest one. Definitely try and hike the trails. The movie theater, though, they do got in Flagstaff. It's a little college town. They have NAU, the college that I like to follow. So, you can take the kids to the movies, took them to see Space Jam and stuff like that. Bowling. I got a dog, so we like to, take the dog out and stuff like that. But other than that, man, it's like Netflix, video games, stuff like that. That's what got me into podcasting because I'm sitting here watching these games by myself. I'm like, I want someone to chop it up with. So that's how it all got started.
Hey, that's super dope right there. Thank you for that story right there on that. Cause like, yeah, I'm just like, bro, like we were going to take a family trip to Arizona last year. Like I say, I think this was right before the pandemic happened. We were going to take a family trip and we were going to come that direction. So I was like, well, I know somebody to stay out there. I don't know if he's going to have any service for me to call him. Like, I don't know. I just got this little funny vision in my head. Like, okay, it's the Grand Canyon, like you know what I'm saying? And then AK got a little hut or something right there. No, just like, I don't. Yeah, Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, she's hilarious to me. But yeah, I got you. I got you.
But hey, man, you got me on StreamYard today, so we must be getting somewhere.
Hey, we definitely are elevated. I'm like, bro, we got something with your service going on today. We got another comment right there for you, right there. The Grand Canyon is super dope. Went to Flagstaff, and it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. Thank you so very much for tuning in, for starters. And yes, thank you for that comment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Flagstaff is a real nice town. Like, there's stuff to do there, but at the same time, it's still beautiful. Like, the weather is nice most times of the year. They do get some snow, but it passes real quick, so it ain't really no big thing.
I feel that.
But there's a lot of nice places in the area, like Sedona. There's a lot of like me and my daughter just went to Walnut Canyon, and it's like Native Americans used to build their houses on the side of cliffs and shit like that. And you can actually go visit those places.
Wow, that sounds dope right there.
There's a lot of nature stuff out here, man. So that's why I try and get into.
Well, don't say try, because you definitely have, man. As in with your banner right here, elevating your logo, like that is it can't get any realer than that. You feel me? Like that is one heck of a view, you know. And the fact that you have that is pretty much your like playground right there. Yeah, it's real easy to see why you're Grand Canyon's #1 sports podcast. So like, yeah, like you're literally out there. No one else is doing what you're doing, like giving us those kind of photos, like nobody. So I really do appreciate you when it comes to the network. So keep doing your thing when it comes to that. But let me get back to this. We sticking to daddy duties. We people be like, yeah, I talk sports all the time. Yes, we're gonna talk about being dad.
Yeah. One thing as a dad though, like one thing I'm big on, like I know all kids got tablets, all kids got Netflix and stuff like that, but I just try and keep them off the screen as much as possible, because I know that's a habit that us adults get into. Kids see us always on our screens and stuff like that. So it's like, I want to have them actually doing something that's going to actually stimulate their brain a little bit more, not just being stuck on the screen. So like my kids are really into art. My youngest, my youngest daughter does not live with me, but she'll come and visit. And a lot of times, like she'll want to come over and she'll want to play with her doll houses, and she'll want to play with my other daughter's toys and stuff like that. And I've gotten her now to the point where like she actually likes doing the activity books and stuff. So like I've actually gotten her, she's about to start school soon. So I've gotten her doing stuff like this, you know, these activity books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then my older daughter, she likes to paint. So she's always painting me stuff, and she likes to show off her artwork. So I told her I'd give her a shout out.
Hey, that's dope, man. Shout out to little AK. Hey, that's so dope, man. I'm super excited about this episode here. We have some comments. What does he think about Lake Tahoe? We went to peep that out, and we want to peep that out, and he's giving that big old head nod. She's asking as a dad. So it's legit, AK?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's legit. I mean, I haven't been, but everything that I've heard from, you know, guests that's traveling from that way, and then I've had like coworkers that have worked out there, because a lot of people that work in this area, they like working seasonal jobs so they can travel. So they've been to all those places, and yeah, everything I've heard, that place is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's definitely on the list of places to go.
As a dad, I say take your kids there.
Got you. Man, this is definitely a Daddy Duties episode, man. We got Kendrick from Kendrick Sports in the arena right there. If you want to go give him a follow, his social medias are at the bottom of the screen. So, but yeah, man. So from being the girl dad there, and the fact that you just mentioned your youngest doesn't stay with you, but she comes to visit. So that'll segue us right off into the next segment, which is co-parenting. So a lot of people have their version of co-parenting and their journey, as into F my baby mama this and all of that, or my, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You hear the cry me a river, like you hear that all the time. Like everybody has their different journey. And this is the great thing about my platform. So I was like, yo, everybody's journey is not the same. So tell us a little bit about your co-parenting journey. I've shared that on mine already. You know, people are just go give us a follow, Daddy Duties, $sign instead of the S. You know, I want to be the first thing to pop up in the Google search, and you know, I wanted to make sure he had some cousins and all that good kinfolk, as you can tell by the $signs in the sleigh. So tell us about that, because you have to have some kind of good
Yeah, like
co-parenting situation to be able to get your daughter, because you know women are out there not letting dad see it. So the fact that I see pictures with your daughter, you have to have some kind of good communication when it comes
yeah,
to that.
like you were saying, everybody's co-parenting journey is not going to be the same. And even in my case, like with my two daughters being with different mothers, even that co-parenting journey is not the same. So it's like you really gotta just find what works for you and what's going to be best for the kid ultimately. Um, I know a lot of humans are selfish, so it's hard to actually do that 24/7, but that's what you want to try to do at least. Um, but as far as for like my older daughter, um, I'm always in communication with her grandmother on the mom's side. And so we're always maintaining a schedule on the back and forth with the pickups and stuff like that. So she'll stay with me or she'll go with her grandma. She's homeschooled, so that makes it really easy. The last couple of years, she's wanted to homeschool ever since COVID. She was like, I'm not trying to go to school with a mask or nothing like that. So we've been having her do the online school, which makes it real easy for co-parenting, honestly. You just make sure that, you know, she got her assignments done. You just got to maintain communication with the other parent or guardian. And that makes it real easy. The fact that, like I said, I was real young when I had my oldest. So I was kind of at a point in my life, you know, you're still living with your parents. So like I was living with my daughter's grandmother on the mom's side. So that makes it easier now because like we're comfortable with each other. But like I said, everyone's not going to have that. So everyone's going to have a different journey. I know a lot of people have it harder than me. So with my younger daughter, her mom actually lives right down the road. So that makes it super easy to go, you know, pick her up, or, hey, your daughter's asking for you, says she wants to come over to the house. I can just literally walk over there and pick her up. So in my situation, you know, I really don't have it too bad. I know a lot of fathers have it worse and a lot more difficult. But one thing that I try and do is not have to be, you know, in conflict, you know, especially in front of the children.
Man, that's all facts on that one right there. So I just appreciate you sharing your journey, because like you didn't have to do this. You feel me? Like, so I do appreciate you taking your time out just to share a little bit about your journey, because women, like I say, I want this platform to be one of those healing places where we get to the nitty gritty and how we can better educate the youth, because at the end of the day, it's all about the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you don't know, like your kids we're all like computers downloading everything all day. So like, if you're like this constantly, like you said with the phones, like your kid is going to think like, I need my phone. Like I'm currently going through that right now. I'm growing through that right now, getting my kids like, bro, like y'all have way too much shit. Like I didn't have a phone till I got to college, and your ass is 6 with an iPhone. I'm like, no. So it's like, it's just the times have changed. And yeah, it's just, yeah, everybody's journey is different. So yeah, it's definitely like, so we got a comment. Let me, any advice for a dad to be dad? Ooh, up and coming dads. That's a patience, bro. Like patience. My number one. I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you go first, AK. Go ahead. I'll let you answer that one.
No, you're 100% on the money with that. I could say as a girl dad, especially patience, because we really don't understand everything. That's probably one of the main things too, is just know that we don't understand everything. Like we don't get it. Like we're gonna be learning on the fly. So just enjoy it, honestly. Like enjoy those young years, because in a moment it's gone, and then you got a teenager, straight up.
Whoo, y'all, and let me give you a little PSA. Once the kids become teenagers, it is something like they become like aliens. They're different, like that. We're not cool anymore. All the cool stuff that we used to do doesn't work anymore. Like you don't get that love anymore, especially once you get involved. These like you're out of there. Like if you get the kids got the phones, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally a wrap. So enjoy it. That's why y'all see me with the little ones all the time because I'm like I'm really valuing it in this time because I got an 18, he'll be 19, April 14th, and I got a 6-year-old. I mean, yeah, a 16-year-old. 19, finna be 19, a 16-year-old, a 6, and a 3. Bruh, there's not enough hours in a day. They got the older they get, the more activities they gotta go to, and I go to my friends. I'm just like, if y'all don't get out of here with that bullshit, like, man, like, boy, my friend, it's a whole damn pandemic right now. Now you're not going to the game, but everyone else is going to the game. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm just a bad person. Co-parenting builds us as human beings. It really does, man. Like I said, I have 2 women that I report to, like AK, when it comes to my kids. So I have to talk to and adjust to them both accordingly because they're not the same person. Even when it comes to parents, and each kid is different. You can't do the same thing with each kid because they're all different. Like with my 16-year-old, my oldest, he needed somebody on his ass at all times. My 16-year-old daughter, she's like mature than him. She's on point with everything she needs. She doesn't need me like shadowing her as much as I did my oldest son. So like the discipline is different. So like her, I would literally just be like, I'm disappointed in you. And she would just, Dad, don't be disappointed in me. I'll show you that. I'm like, okay, calm down. And she'll go out and do that. But my son, I'm like, you little mother, I got to be on this. I got to be on his head hardcore, or he will run astray and be all kind of stuff. So it's definitely a journey, man. But I do appreciate you sharing yours with us on this day like that. But yeah, co-parenting is a mug. So like literally,
it is absolutely a hard thing because I mean, obviously you're not with that person because y'all feel like the team didn't mesh, but y'all still got to be a team, for this other team member. So it's like the best thing you probably can do is just, if as a dad, is probably just to support the mom. If the mom drops off the kid with you and she's like, yo, your daughter's having issues with wetting herself, like just reinforce what she's trying to teach them, stuff like that.
Big facts. We got a comment from Darius Bugs. Oh my goodness, that brother right there has one of the top-rated daughters basketball players in the country right now. His daughter's gonna go play for Baylor University. That's the guy I was talking to you about yesterday. I was like, yo, I may have you a guest. Got to put your egos aside because we are building the skills for life. So we have to be aware of what we say, what we do, and as hard as it is, be respectful to the other co-parent. Message. It's like you can't be angry and putting down the other person in front of the kid, to anybody for starters, but especially the kid, because that's going to register in the kid's subconscious. Then they going to have this instant, they going to feel some type of way, just like the mom is feeling some type of way. You feel me? So it's like, it's one of those fine lines you have to walk, because like, yeah, I divorced my ex, but like since then our friendship has grown and got better because we have to be there for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of those, oh, you pregnant? I'm out. Like that ain't me. That's not in my blood. That's not in my DNA. Like I choose to not be there or do what I can for my kids. Like I may not be the richest person in the world yet, you know what I'm saying? No, I just may not be financially that guy, but I still give my time, my love, which is way more valuable than a dollar sign or some shit is anyway. So I say it's just a journey for dads, like in general. But then when you're not with the kid's mom, then that's a totally different journey, because if she mad at you, then that affects the way we are, because that limits us to see the kid if that may be the circumstance. Everybody's circumstance is different, so I'm not gonna have my baby mama, my kid's mother watching this, and she be like, "Motherfucker, I seen you talking about me." Like, not trying to get
Well,
it.
and with my situation, one thing I try and do is just communicate with the children about their feelings too. Like with my oldest, it's obviously easier. Just ask her, are you happy with, the schedule, how we got it? Like, do you feel like you're seeing everybody equally? You're doing the things that you want to.
Mhm.
With the youngest, it's just like, yo, did you have a good time when you came to visit? Like, is there something else that you want to do? Do you want to come over more? Do you want to, stay the night? Whatever the case may be, you just got to figure it out as you go. But main thing, probably communication, which I struggle with. So I'm still trying to grow that way.
Yeah, we all are. We're not perfect. Like, that's why I say, like, I'm not perfect at all. This is one of those, like, male builders, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where we're literally bonding, and like I'm taking some of like iron is sharpening iron right here. We're not perfect, but we're definitely here, vulnerable, learning from each other. We got people in the comments that's watching us live that are actually giving us feedback as well. So this is definitely one of those spaces that I want to be. So thank you, AK, once again for your time on this one. Like I said, I know this is a Rise and Slay edition, y'all. So it's the early bird edition because he's 2 hours behind us in the Grand Canyon Mountain Standard Time. So yes, it's 9:47 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Oklahoma, and it's definitely 7. So we got this in before his kids woke up. So that is how dedicated he is to this shit that we call daddy duties. So I appreciate you for waking your ass up, because once you said you set your alarm for 6:30, I'm like, oh yeah, he about that life. So he's about that daddy duties life. So I really do appreciate you, man. You got anything that you want to say before anything else you want to bring up about dads before we exit? And then I give you the whole, obviously your social medias is at the bottom, but anything that you want to say?
Everybody just make sure that they check out my podcast. This is one of the only podcasts that I've done that hasn't had anything to do with sports, but my man giving me the platform here, so this is awesome. I definitely feel honored to be the first guest on Daddy Duties. That is dope. But I think that a lot of these dudes that are in the comments and stuff like that need to hop on the show, because I can get some game from them too. Everybody can learn from this channel too. So I definitely appreciate you, bro.
Man, I appreciate you more than you know, man. So you got anything in the works, as in a project, something that you want to leak before you dip, since you are technically a podcaster, you got your own show, you on TikTok, you pretty much everywhere I met, you just out there repping the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, the only thing I really wanted to say was I did make a new TikTok, Kendrick Sports Talk. I'm trying to get that ball rolling. So if y'all want to shoot me a follow, my YouTube, starting to get more videos on my YouTube, and all my audio podcasts are going on there too. But yeah, just make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's all I got.
Man, I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Is what we do. Yep. Dads, we need to do that. We got all the comment. Corey Harrison, I was on his show the other day. Who you got? You go give him a follow, man. I was honored to be on that show. When I was a freshman in high school, he was like, I guess you could say like my vet. He was a senior. So I got to watch him as a basketball player, take a little pieces from his game to help put me in a better situation whenever I got the opportunity. I didn't get that opportunity due to the coach not liking me because I was uncoached. That's another tangent. Coach Cudjoe, I appreciate you elevating me, inspiring me to go out and prove you wrong. I appreciate you for that, because I definitely got 3 championships, baby, because you told me that I would never play college ball. So that's a tangent there, but that's something that this dad had to grow through to be the guy that's in front of y'all right now. So yes, I appreciate you for that, Corey, for having me on the show the other day. Great podcast, great show. Just go follow him and Calvin. They super dope. Darius Bugs, I've been talking to him a little bit. Hopefully he can pull up. We already got Jonathan John said congrats to both of us, and he'll definitely give us both a follow. So yeah, if y'all want to grow with us, look at it. I got Who You Got Laughing. That's Nastasia TL, y'all. Let me show you her artwork before we dip. So we do got an artist of the day that we spotlight. Hold on. Man. So this is right around, it's perfect. 30-minute show. I said I didn't want to take up too much of people's times, but she hooked us up with this super dope artwork that got the slay and chill. Like I'm zooming in on it for y'all so y'all can see it. So yeah, she is super duper dope. Go give her a follow on Instagram, Nastasio TL. She's super dope. She's super creative, artistic. I got artwork all over this mug because she just said she seen something. Same similar thing, man. Whatever God got for you, can't nobody take. So I was looking for be able to put some artwork up in the studio, and she definitely gifted me with a lot of dope artwork. So she's definitely the artist of the day. Everybody, thank you so very much. Who you got? Yes, they in Arena 2. Thank you. That was the show I was on. But yes, Darius, please be tapping in with me. We're going to get this thing going. AK, once again, thank you so very much for your time and energy on this episode, man. I'll be talking to you soon, man. I'll let you get up out here so you could be on point for when your daughter pulls up.
All right, bro. Sounds good. Again, I appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
You too, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace out,
man.
everybody. Kendrick out.
Yep. So, yes, once again, thank you all for tuning in to another episode. I'm going to go ahead and switch this bad boy up, and I'm going to play this music as we dip out on this one here. So, thank you, C Money Get Money Trevo, for this song. He gave us Slay and Chill Network anthem, so we're going to ride out like that on this episode. So, thank you all for tuning in live to Daddy Duties. I'm your host, Archer Almighty. Go give me a follow on all platforms. Social medias are all over this bad boy. So, yep.
Slay and Chill Network. Gotta shout out Arch Friends Talking Sports with Dre Day. Kendrick Sports, you know how that works. Matty Mac Talk, tacos and touchdowns. Okay. Everybody loves sports. The ball is in your court now. Yeah. Talking life with Uncle Chuck at Peach's Place. For my health, got the women, weed, and wellness with the gas up on the shelf. I'm with T, got the moves you can use. I'm with Mocha T too, and I'm being and becoming the best man that I can be too. Take a ride with Dan USA, elevate your thoughts too. I'm with Life with Impact, and I'm with the Juice Crew. Inside Picasso got the art. Keep going home and do you. Now we can chill with Dr. Babies, Daddy Duties, do what they do. I've been shooting shit with Chop, chilling with Mike and the comedian. Higher than a hippie giraffe. They look up and they ain't seeing them. I'm grinding to my goals like I'm Will Star. Just keep going, you know you can make it real far. Welcome to the arena. Sports like bars and chitters. Sports like bars and chitters. Sports like bars and chitters. Slay and Chill. You know the deal.